preachers are becoming businessmen and women today. You know why? Because some of us with conscience, I don't want to be subjected to public ridicule and to the court of public opinion, and I don't want anybody to insult my intelligence. So I'll find other ways and means to make money and still preach the gospel. And you can sit on your tithe and sit on your offering and hold back and give God peanuts, because the pastors will chop your money. But as for you, you are not chopping God's money. You are qualified to use God's money and blessing on anything you want. Go on holidays, buy any car you want, and it's acceptable. You know, a young child, a girl, said to the mom, "Mom, how come you don't allow the maid to come into your bedroom? And you block her from coming into your bedroom?" The mother said, "I don't trust her. I don't trust her. I don't trust her, cry. And I don't trust her with any precious thing of mine." And the mother said, "What is your precious things?" She said, "My jewel. My jewel, my gold, my silver, my money, my expensive clothes and things." Then the young lady was quiet. And the mother said, "What is wrong?" She said, "I was just thinking that you can't trust her with your precious things, silver, gold, material. But you can trust me, your only daughter, with her. All the day long, you go to work, you travel, and I sleep with her. She sleeps with me. And you trust me with her, but you can't trust her with silver and gold and your cloth and your materials. So your silver, your money, your material is more important than your only daughter." You know, that is the way we treat God, and that is the way we treat pastors. I can trust you with everything, but as for my silver, as for my gold, and as for my 10% and my tithe and my offering, I don't trust you with it. That's the way we treat them. There are some of my spiritual daughters, when they are having their babies, they insist that Papa must be there. And their husband will come and say, "I'm not coming anywhere. I haven't done anything. You did it, carry it." Say, "Papa, she wants you here." You have no idea the sacrifices we make. What we do as pastors and men of God is a life. It's our whole life. It's not a profession. I can't resign from ministry. I cannot resign. Paul said, woe is me if I preach not the gospel." This is not a profession. I'm not preaching for money. I'm not preaching for gain. It's not for silver. It's not for gold. There are other things I can do for money. I bring a curse on myself if I preach this for money. I'm not preaching for money. There are other things I can do to make money. You bring a curse on yourself if you are exploiting the people. If you are preaching for money, it's a curse you are inviting and attracting. This is not about money. It's about souls. It's about the life of human beings. This is about life of people for which Jesus died and shed his blood. Let no man fool you or deceive you. I have authority to say what I'm saying, because I've been preaching from 1976, and they've said everything, and I'm still here, and I'm still preaching, and I'm still kicking.
Listen, guys, I admire Duncan-Williams for all the successes he has acquired throughout the years. I admire him for preaching to people, for doing this service for free, so he said. I admire him for becoming a business person and for being able to support himself and not rely on the members for daily bread. I admire him for doing all that. And I hope that other preachers will follow in this footstep, rather than them relying on the breadcrumbs that the members now send their way, they should be doing something to support themselves. It's funny to see the man of God, Duncan-Williams, whining and being outraged just for the fact that people don't want to give their money to the church. People don't want to contribute to the man of God's luxurious lifestyle, and he is outraged. He is saying that people don't trust men of God. People want to know how their tithes and donations are being spent. Of course, if you make yourself a charity case, then people will want to know what you use their charity for. It is but normal. If you don't want people to check what you do with their donations, with their tithes, with their offerings, get yourself a job. Do something for yourself. Listen. I get why Duncan-Williams is fuming. I get why. Because if you have lived on free money, if you have been spending the church money the way you want, if you have just been there and expect your members to feed you, which they have done, and then realize that they are being taken for a fool by the preacher and stop giving their hard-earned money to the preacher, of course, you, the preacher, would fume, right? Wouldn't you? You'll be angry. You would, isn't it? So I totally understand. Really, I do. Honestly, I do. But let me ask Duncan-Williams this question, right? If you were one of those people, the members, donating money to the church, thinking that the money you are donating will go to support the poor and the needy in your community. And then later on, you found out that the man of God used that money to buy a private jet for themselves. A man of God used that money to buy bulletproof cars for themselves, or use the money to build a luxurious mansion for themselves. Would you still give your money to them? Would you consider them as people who are financially responsible? Would you? I guess you would not. Trust is to be earned, not given. If you want me to trust you, you must earn my trust. Now, the story about the house help not allowed into the madam's room wasn't because the madam won't eventually allow her into the room, but that the house help has not earned the trust of the madam. So if the house help want to ever get into the madam's room, she or he has to earn the trust of the madam. Trust is being earned. So if you, the man of God, want us to trust you with our money, then you have got to earn that trust. People are supposed to earn trust. They are not supposed to have trust be handed down to them because they are a man of God or this or that. No. And one last thing before I go, Duncan-Williams said that people use God's money the way they want, but very stingy or want to be controlling when giving it to preachers. Well, let me be clear about this. There is nothing like God's money. There is nothing as that. Those people who have money, they have earned the money. They have worked hard for their money, and so they have the right to spend it the way they see fit. You, Duncan-Williams, who has businesses here and there, no one tells you how to spend the money you generated from your business. You spend it the way you see fit. And that is how it is. Anyone who has earned their money has the right to spend the money the way they see fit. It is not God's money. God did not put the money in people's bank account. God did not put the money in people's pocket. Those people went out there and worked hard for their money. And by so doing, have the right to spend it the way they want. So listen, senior man of God, Archbishop Duncan-Williams, if you want to spend money the way you want, work for it yourself. If you work for the money all by yourself, you can spend it anyhow you see fit. But if you are a charity case, if you are relying on people to fund your lifestyle, they have the right to control what you do with the money they give to you. That is it. That is just it.